Welcome to Virgin Media's Future of Gaming update. This week we're still reeling from all the huge announcements that happened at the giant Euro game showcase Gamescom 2014. The show was chock full of games that you'll be able to experience for yourself at this year's EGX show, but here are some of our favourite announcements of games we'll be seeing a lot more of in the future. First up, one of our highlights was the Super Bizarro interactive trailer PT that Sony showed off during their press conference. It claimed to be an interactive teaser which was instantly playable on the PlayStation Network. Players who managed to make it to the end of this super scary teaser thing were rewarded with a proper game announcement for Silent Hills, a collaboration between Hideo Kojima, director Guillermo del Toro, and that bloke off The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus. Kojima gave some more info on the game, saying, "We originally wanted you to pee your pants, now we want you to well, you get the idea." With these guys taking control of Silent Hill, expect huge nastiness coming your way in the future. Now, as well as your Call of Warsies and Assassin Stabbies, one of the best announcements we saw was from Michel Ancel's new game, Wild. Ancel is possibly best known for his work with Rayman, but Wild will be the first offering from his own brand new studio and looks absolutely gorgeous, even though we're not actually sure what it is yet. We're hoping we'll get to play as this mischievous little wolfie thing though. One of our other most favourite announcements was the fact that depressing zombie survive 'em up DayZ will also be coming to PS4. We've been a huge fan of collecting beans and various bits of rags since the game was released on Steam's early access, and a console version would mean getting to play with thousands more people willing to do what it takes to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. Just keep your hands off our beans, alright? That wasn't all for Gamescom though. We rushed around the show floor to get the skinny from some of the top developers about what they reckon video games will be like in 10 years time. The results were thoughtful, interesting, and sometimes a bit mad.
I actually like to think of video games against, say, the film industry or something, where previously it was all about the 2D experience and losing yourself in a story. Video games bring that to a whole different level and allow interaction and a lot more fantasy. Now, with things like Oculus Rift and virtual reality coming back into the fray, then where we could be in 10 years' time could be maybe along the lines of surrogates, where actually we're living more in the virtual world than we are in the real world, and it allows us to play out the things that we want to do.
In 10 years' time, I just hope we're still making new experiences and kind of really expanding the kind of art form and expanding what is possible and opening people up to kind of new horizons.
In 10 years' time, I think we're finally going to have the virtual worlds we were dreaming of in the 80s. I think we're straight moving forward. Imagine Oculus Rift without wearing the masks and having like free online worlds where players can create whatever they want and they're all connected. That's the future.
In 10 years, we're going to realize that we're actually living in a huge simulation and life is a video game. I hope not.
We're actually a bit worried that a guy who makes a game about people simulating assassination via the medium of memories would make this kind of prediction.
I think in 10 years' time with games, for sure, there'll be whole topics we don't talk about anymore. They're just true. I don't think there'll be modality anymore. Games will be multiplayer or single player or co-op, depending on how you choose to play them. I don't think we'll have these menu options anymore.
I think the games will try to get as much human's brain perception as possible. It means including eyes, ears, maybe senses, maybe some new kind of controllers, but controllers that don't have legs or anything. So I think the goal will be to convince the brain that you're in the game.
I've been saying for a while now that I think games is the best way to tell a story. It's a unique medium that combines everything that's great about TV, film, novels, music, theater, everything. It's all in games, and we're just scratching the surface of what that storytelling medium is going to be like. I think in 10 years that will have evolved. We're seeing it happen now. Like a lot of indie games especially are taking narrative in games to a whole new level. And in 10 years, I think people are going to recognize that games is the ultimate storytelling medium. It's not going to be, a second-rate medium anymore for storytelling. It's going to be the key medium for storytelling.
If the future is anything like the stuff this lot has dreamt, then sign us up now. That's it for Virgin Media's Future of Gaming this week. We'll see you next episode.